and frosty start this morning before turning wet and windy from the west, with even the chance of some snow. All the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Comes to your rescue.
It was 11 degrees, the water.
Have we got it?
Warm.
11 degrees. What was it?
11 degrees.
It was not 11 degrees.
It was 11 degrees.
Down in Devon. Down in...
Good morning to you. It is a cold and frosty start to the day this morning. You will definitely need to scrape those windscreens first thing. Sunshine to start, but it won't last for long because wet and windy weather moves in from the west, and as that hits the cold air, it will start to turn to snow. So temperatures this morning, -6, -7 degrees for some of us, but at least there will be some sunshine greeting us in the east. But quickly, rain has arrived in Northern Ireland, already some snowfall here, and a warning for snow through western Scotland, northern areas of England. We could see some slushy deposits, say down to 2 to 5 centimetres to lower levels, but mostly over 200 metres for northern areas, 5 to 10 centimetres of snow. The winds will pick up as well, so very difficult driving conditions on some higher routes today. Eastern areas stick with the sunshine for longest. It stays cold here, 4 or 5. Centrally, it is cloudy, it's wet, it's windy with that hill snow. But from the west, skies will brighten western Scotland and Northern Ireland, but also turning milder. So sunshine returns with blustery showers and temperatures climb. And we continue with a roller coaster ride of temperatures and rain through the next few days. Yes, puffer jackets at the ready this morning, ice scrapers at the ready this morning, but I think that fire pit, the jacuzzi, would be perfect for the weather this morning. It is cold and it is frosty, but that's about to change. It's set to turn wet and windy from the west. For the next few days, there's a real roller coaster ride of not just weather, but temperatures. Dry one day, rain the next, dry another, rain the next, and it turns cold, and mild. Today, it's cold, though. It is cold and frosty to start. Sunshine initially before it turns wet and windy from the west. So this is how it looks right now. Clear and dry for England, Wales and much of Scotland, but Northern Ireland already has rain moving in. And here, with the rain, it's cold enough for some of that to turn to snow. Central and eastern areas starting off -4 to -7 degrees first thing this morning, so you'll need to scrape those windscreens. But through the day, it clouds over, then the rain arrives. Mostly, yes, falling as rain through England, but from really northern England and Scotland, the chance of snowfall, we're talking 2 to 5 centimetres, slushy deposits to lower levels, 10 centimetres or a little more over higher ground, and strong winds means it'll be blowing around as well before it turns milder with blustery showers from the west. So let's take a look at our 7-day outlook of this roller coaster ride of weather we have over the next 7 days. For northern areas, Scotland, Northern Ireland and northern areas of England, we'll start with our temperatures first of all. Here is our average temperature for the time of year. It remains around about or below average before turning a fair bit milder as we head into next week. Looking at our percentage chance of rainfall across northern areas, you can see with the weather symbols as well. High today, turning very wet, blustery showers into tomorrow. Definitely a wet day on Saturday for the weekend, but Sunday looks drier, and the outlook into the middle of next week turns drier as well. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Looking at our temperatures for the south, again sitting around about or below average before it turns a lot milder as we head into next week. Percentage chance of rainfall again is hit and miss. At the moment, we've got rain today, again rain into the weekend before it turns drier and stays that way next week. Well, the weather has become really cold, bitterly cold outside first thing this morning. Temperatures as low as -6, -7 degrees for eastern areas, but it's already turning wet and windy from the west. So at the moment, clearest skies for central and eastern areas. Temperatures have tumbled, very icy underfoot, and you will need to scrape those windscreens first thing this morning. But at least you'll be greeted by sunshine. From the west, a very different story. It's milder and wetter, and a band of rain moving into cold air means snow. We're talking 2 to 5 centimetres above 200 to 300 metres for northern England and Scotland, 10 centimetres or more over higher ground, but even some slushy deposits to lower levels. So a big divide today. Cold and frosty and sunny still eastern areas, centrally cloudy and wet with hill snow. From the west, it turns a little bit milder, but blustery showers return later. Good morning. Yes, cold and frosty, but just talking about trees and how important they were, I'm sure everybody in the studio remembers that I bought everyone a tree for Christmas. I used to buy sweets for everyone, the plastic and the wrappers was really bad, so everybody here had a tree. And it's really important because they give so much to the environment, giving out carbon dioxide, taking in oxygen. They help to give shade and shelter. So, yeah, really important if that's something that you can get involved with this year, if it's your New Year's resolution. But weather-wise, we just saw there for Allen and Hampshire, it is cold and frosty, a biting start first thing. temperatures way below freezing, but it's already changing from the west, turning wet and windy and becoming milder. So for much of England, Wales and Scotland, clear, cold, frosty, sunny. You'll need to scrape those windscreens first thing, but then rain moving into this cold air is turning to snow. Northern England and Scotland are warning for that. Slushy deposits to low levels, 2 to 5 centimetres over 200 metres of high ground, 10 centimetres or more over the highest of ground. Behind it's brighter skies for western Scotland and Northern Ireland, blustery showers, but a milder 7 degrees. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. It is a cold start to the day, a widespread frost for central and eastern areas. Temperatures have fallen as low as -7 degrees for some eastern areas, but from the west, a big change. It's milder, wetter and windier. And as this rain bumps into the cold air, it's turning to snow for Scotland and northern England. Some slushy deposits to lower levels, 2 to 5 centimetres over higher ground, more on the highest, and with strong winds giving blizzard-like conditions. Holding on to the sunshine in the east, cloudy and wet for these central areas with rain and hill snow. Brighter skies further west for western Scotland and Northern Ireland, sunshine and blustery showers, and milder here too.
First in the queue. We're back.